G'day everybody, Sid's here in the shed. It's been a pretty stinking hot day today. Sitting here, got the fan going. This is the baby of my lathe collection, the little Wen 3421, which has, as you can see there, we have 12 inches between centres and an 8-inch swing, single speed, or single gear, variable speed electronic. I picked this lathe up almost accidentally. Didn't intend to buy it, but accidentally did, on Amazon. Landed here for $88 Australian. Talked to Robbo when I bought it. He said for that price, don't cancel it. It cost me another $50 to get a step down transformer because this one is 110 volt. Same lathe now, if you go on Amazon to look for it, it's about $400 Australian. So I'm pretty happy. I've just set it up for doing pens. I don't do anything pretty much on this other than pens, and I pretty much don't do pens on anything else. So this lathe hasn't featured in a video. This is not Workshop Wednesday. This is just a bonus video because I may have just acquired a satellite internet service today that supersedes our old mobile network internet out here in this regional Australian area. So I'm going to see how long it takes me to upload a YouTube video at home, because I used to take them into town and do them on the broadband internet in there. Okay, so the little Wen, this is a bit of pallet oak on a Sierra Blank. The lathe runs from, I think it's about 500 to 3500. I just set it flat out for rounding down. The only tool I use for doing pens is a skew. Now this is not going to be a full pen video. This is just going to be turning the blank. Because what I do with these is these are for custom pens. So I take them in, and some of them will have like tourism pens. I have Kingston Southeast or wherever is relevant written onto them with the laser pecker. And then after I've printed them, I then assemble them. I did try doing some that I already had assembled. I think I did 4, 2 of them worked, 2 of them didn't. So I thought 50% was too bad a strike rate. Just nice and gentle for these last few little strokes down to diameter, because this is not high quality oak. It's just it's actually come off mower conditioner pallets that come in for Case International here into Australia. The mower conditioners come on a big frame, which is this oak, and then I get the frame and I cut it down. I can get bowls normally in a few boxes and a lot of handles and or pen blanks. So I've actually got, I have them now because they're all down there in the box glued into blanks. I have spare brass tubes, and I just have a session on blowing them up. And then as I assemble the pens, I gain more brass tubes. So that's pretty good. So these are certainly not a premium pen. They're designed for a market on the cheaper end. Just the 120, just to finish off. I do slim lines and the Sierras. For this, slim lines because I've got them, The Sierras, because it seems to be something, the bigger chunkier pen that some people like. So that's 120, 150, the skew actually leaves them pretty good anyway. I'll stop at every second grit and run with the grain. Not sure what this one is. Oh, that's everything got. So we go 180, 240, 320, 400. So that was actually 180, that other one, not 120. So this will be 240. I got given these multi-packs of sanding mesh. Not that there's anything wrong with them, but I don't think I'd buy them again, because why do you need extra bits of sandpaper? I've got the sandpaper I use for the bowls. I just tear them into strips. Okay, 400. And 600. And then after the 600, we go for a bit of AAA. Bit hot, so it's almost liquid in there. I have a bit up on the, I always put a bit up around the lip for when it's really hot, otherwise you just go in and you can't control how much you're scooping out. Almost need a fridge for my finishes and pastes and stuff. Anyway, so triple E, we just run at low revs, we just let the light pressure, just let the grit do the work. Doesn't take a lot with this. On a bowl you'd sand to 400 and then put the triple E on. I've gone to 600 and then just keep wiping over until it's clean, and there we go. And then the next step, the shallow wax. A lot of people don't like shallow wax for a pen finish. I do a lot of my pens with it, and it seems to stand up alright. Everyone says that it seems to think it interacts with people's acids in their sweat and that sort of thing, but I don't know that I've ever had, well, I know I haven't ever had anyone complain about it. Maybe a lot of my pens don't get high usage, who knows. There we go, a little oak Sierra Blanc ready to be laser etched and then assembled into a pen. Thanks very much for coming along and having a look. So you've ducked along, or you've seen the baby of the family have a go now. You've got Big Willy and Little Willy, and what's his baby Willy? The Wen. Still starts with a W. I do like it. It hasn't done nothing. The only thing that's ever happened to maintenance wise on it is the lock nut come off the other end there and rattled around a bit, which took me all of probably 2 minutes to fix. Thank you very much for coming along and having a look. As I just said before, Workshop Wednesday up this week will be on. Make sure you have a look tomorrow at Reese's Turning Tuesday, which will be up 7 a.m. Eastern Summertime Australian. I think he's got a pretty interesting one coming up tomorrow. Might have Sid's name mentioned in it, I reckon he said. Anyway, thanks for coming along. Like, subscribe, do all those nice things, and I will see you Wednesday.